Hi, welcome to 2021. Going to be doing a Whatchadoin spread for water signs. Before I get started, I'm going to let you know of a couple, I'm going to let you know your lunations. If you're interested in the other placements or transits that are happening, go check out the air sign reading. Air sign reading is also somewhat of a collective reading to me because of all the Aquarian energy that that a lot of our long-range planets are kind of moving into and dealing with. So I just think that it's a really nice and also super uplifting message that came through. So I recommend it for everybody. But I'll just tell you about your moons. Okay, water signs. You get a new moon in Capricorn on January 12th, and your full moon is on January 28th. And that full moon is in Leo. I will be doing your Whatchadoin spread starting with Aquarian Tarot. So the way that I do Whatchadoin spreads is I put all my cards face down on the table. I put one down for the situation's energy, one down for your energy, water signs. Oh, got a slip. Okay, yep. 3. I'm going to take those 3 for the overall energy. Put one down below for the room to grow. One off to the side for the past energy. One off to the other side for the potential future outcome, advice, or warning. So let's get started. Oh, and in case you see like smoke and stuff, it's just sage. So. I already don't say that. Okay, anyways. There's just Snoop Dogg in it in here. Okay. Water signs. Your situation's energy is the three of rods. So with the 3 of rods, it's a situation that removed from you, somebody may be waiting for some response or result to come in. This is an energy of waiting for something that they've put their energy towards. They have cast their line and waiting for the bite is what I get from that. That's the situation's energy, so that's why I feel like it's removed from you. You, are in a King of Rods energy. So the energy that you are in right now is very passionate, innovative, colorful, really expressive, but like expressive in making a type of that's kind of how your identity or how you are like projecting outward is coming across. Okay, very appealing. When we look at kings are like our exterior projection. Okay, it's the embodiment of. So you may be showing a very creative side, a very innovative side, maybe experimental. Okay. But essentially I'm getting something is very appealing or attractive about your energy at this time. And it could be that the situation is that there is somebody that's kind of watching that and it's inspired their own. Keep going. We'll look at the 3 up top for the overall energy. 10 of rods. So that's more of that rod's energy, but it's like the putting a burden down. A lot of having to carry a lot of responsibility. You may be proving an excellent skill in carrying a lot of responsibility right now. Like kind of taking control of the situation, either putting a burden to rest or carrying a lot of responsibility with grace and like appeal, like inspiring in that manner. Okay. With the Seven of Pentacles, it could have to do with the way that you're approaching work and responsibilities. The Seven of Pentacles also talks about it's another type of innovative energy where the work that you do or the ideas that you have is something that like has ingenuity. It has an it factor. It's something that's separate from the rest, but Seven of Pentacles is also like still tending to the garden, still waiting for the fruits to be ripe to pick, which again is kind of reflective of what this Three of Rods energy is in the situation's energy. With Strength, there you go. That just reconfirms what I said about handling a large amount of responsibilities with grace, innovation. It's almost like you're happy to bear this burden. Why? Because it is exactly directly reflective of something that you are passionate about, that gets you going, that is your drive. You know, it's that saying of do what you love and you never work a day in your life. Interesting. Great. Room to grow, Four of Cups. Every time with you guys, huh? Water signs. Passion, passion, passion. Coins, coins, coins. Persevere, persevere, persevere. Feelings. There's this complacency. There's a complacency with something, maybe a emotional reality of yours. Whether you are single or connected, there's something lackluster within an emotional fulfillment, but a preoccupation with that makes you ignore some offer or something that is like it's hanging right over your head, but you are in this looking straight ahead, looking directly at the passion, eye on the prize, looking directly at this garden that you're growing, your head buried into your responsibilities. And though that shows a great, strength, perseverance, a lot of like this really admirable, strong kind of energy, right? Like, wow, you're really taming your beast. You're managing all of this really well. You're really doing it. And then the room to grow is to, there's some type of an ignorance to welcoming something that pertains to like emotional fulfillment or say emotional pleasure. Because there's a discontentment there. So it's interesting because as really triumphant and lovely as all of this Wands to Pentacles, fire to gold, right, type of energy, there is this slight it's like, oh God. So this is what I just got. So when you come home and you take your work hat off and you take and you know, take off your uniform, there's this type of loneliness. Okay? Water signs. Past energy, the Magician. Well, what can you say? You can really, I mean, can you only just work on one thing at a time? The Magician energy is the great manifester, the master alchemist. What did I say? The turning this fire into gold, right? What does the alchemist do? He turns, he like turns something into gold, and I can't remember what he like magically turns into gold, right? But it's like the lessons of the alchemist, but it's like in the middle of the book where is still learning how to make the gold, but then at the end of the book he realizes that gold is love. If you've never read The Alchemist, it's very short. You can listen to it in like 2.5 hours on YouTube. I'm really sorry I'm laughing. It's a Ten of Swords in the future. Ten of Swords in the future. I'm going to have to pull some more here. I'm going to have to pull some more. But I do feel like I'm right on target. I'm sorry that I'm laughing. There's some, in the future energy, there is a completion to something, but it's also healing. It's painful, but it's healing. It's the way, it's the way stitches might be painful to get, but they're necessary to close the wound to heal it. Okay. I am going to get from the Fountain Tarot for clarifiers for you. I would like to know more, please, about the situation's energy for the Three of Rods. To understand more about this situation, because it's really just like, it's hyper-focused on something that you're passionate about, and there's something that is being ignored in your emotional world. And I don't see it as totally bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just part of the becoming of the Magician. Do you know what I mean? It's part of the becoming. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Thank you. May I please know more about the Three of Rods? This is a waiting energy. It does also look like almost like an audience energy, like audience waiting to see, maybe perceiving you and kind of just being an audience to you in some way, but it's like an inspired audience. I don't necessarily get that it's somebody directly trying to communicate with you. It's kind of just like this anonymous audience perceiving you. So this could be, you know, your friend group watching you. It could be, you know, some mysterious, not mysterious, but like an ambiguous or anonymous type of peer, like viewing. Or it's like people within the realm of work that you do are inspired by you, okay? Because it shares the Wands suit. Watching you take this type of control in this Wands suit that inspires their own connection to the work that is being done, whether that's directly within a workplace or within like a craft, right? May I please know more about the three of rods in the situation? Thank you. 10 of coins. I just got that song, I Want It All. But it's like the situation, oh, so interesting. It's like this interesting thing of like maybe an audience of people that say have it all, but you're inspiring a passion. Inspiring, like infusing it with more passion, but then at the same time, it's interesting, we're all mirrors for each other, right? Well, you're all invested into this passion, and what you need is to be inspired about caring about your emotional connections. And round we go, right? May I have another for 10 of coins? And if it's not an audience type of thing, it's really just you having the eye on the prize to make this total, like waiting for that opportunity, waiting for that kind of the checkpoint, the milestone in creating your identity, in creating your legacy, in something that has to do with your work, your home, your body, your spirituality, your family, something. Because the overall energy right now is not yet ready to blossom, but the situation at hand might be you visualizing how you want that to look. As you tend to the garden, you're like visualizing what it will look like in total bloom. Ooh, yeah. Another King of Wands. I think that that's what the situation is. That made so much more sense. That made so much more sense because you are visualizing, like you are dreaming, literally dreaming your world into being. The King of Wands is a dreamer. The King of Wands is not just based in practicality. The thing that he's not impractical. It's just that the thing that holds the most weight is the stuff that moves him. It is his instinct. It's the solar plexus. It's the fire in the belly. What moves me? And those types of dreams are what you are being bold enough to visualize how you want this legacy, identity, like how you want to build your fortress is on your own rules, is on your own what lights my fire. It's really great, honestly. Like it's I was even just about to say, did you see me clear my throat? I was even about to say, like, it's really sexy. Cool. Okay, with the King of Wands, or King of Rods with the 10 of Cups. Ooh, with the 10 of Cups. What else could you want? Why the room to grow is a 4 of Cups, I don't know. You know, like that doesn't make a lot of, I'm going to not flip this over yet. I'll put that on 4 cups. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me because the King of Rods energy is yours. The 10 of Cups energy is yours, meaning like there's been a lot of work to get up to a certain point of emotional fulfillment in unity. But this is about 2 people working on it together. So perhaps you are in a very passionate energy honoring a relationship that you are in. Could be apprehending a proposal. And a proposal that could have to do with work or a relationship. With Four of Cups, with the Hanged Man, this just reinforces to me the waiting energy, the introspective energy, being hung up, kind of allowing divine timing, which is, I mean, I don't know why that's a room to grow. You take that however that resonates, because I can't really read too much into that. I can't. Another Four of Cups. Another Four of Cups. With the Ten of Swords. Okay, that's too many. That's 3. You know what I'm going to get? So I'm going to get a final message for this, because really it's hard for me to say what I haven't been telling water signs for the past I don't know how many readings. Honestly. What are you neglecting within your emotional world? What are you neglecting within your feelings? You could feel at this time, you feel very passionate about wanting to have an emotional connection, but you can't, like there's a blockage in doing it because you're hyper focused on something else that's removed from it. What I have here is the Tattoo Tarot, but what I did was I sectioned off the major arcana, the aces, the kings, and the queens. I'm going to get a final message from this. What is the major guiding energy for the water sign reading? Thank you. And it flipped upside down. Queen of Swords in the reverse. It's like you're thinking yourself out of something. That everything about your instincts, everything about your passion, everything about what you know to be true about your passion connected with your emotional world, there's a way that your own thoughts are playing you. There's a way that your own thoughts are playing you and working against you. It's like, I feel like there's this logic working against you in some way. So beware of it. That's all I could say, is like, beware of it, because I feel like all the other things that I said were true about you having great achievements and, you know, really kind of flexing in some type of way, like colorfully. And another one, and it flipped upside down with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is something, and I have explained the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups as the High Priestess, pre-High Priestess energies. So with these two in the reverse and all this King of Rods energy, there's something I feel that's being totally neglected. Your thoughts and your feelings being flipped around on you, and it goes against what you know instinctually. What you know for like fucking certain instinctually. There's something where your thoughts and your feelings are kind of maybe working against you, and that is coming out in a way of complacency, which, like, in terms of emotions, you are not taking action towards what you are moved towards instinctually. But when it comes to like action and achievement in some pentacle sense, you're golden. You're totally golden. But then that can lead to a very lackluster place. It's like you put all that work in, and then, like I said, you go home, you take off your work hat, you take off your boots, and there you go. Well, water signs, congratulations for the for the moves that you've been making. I encourage you to, if it resonates at all for what I've said about going against what you know about yourself instinctually, to examine it. And also use your fire energy that making moves upon what moves you, to use that same fire and courage to move towards what will also bring you emotional fulfillment. However that fits. Okay? All right. That's my message for you, water signs. Happy January. I'll see you in February, okay? Bye.